Hey everyone, CJ here. Gonna do a little flip through of what I made for the November mood board. It is, I would say, a little junk journal, but it's got a pretty good sized spine. And even though it looks full and I have nothing in here, I did leave space. You can tell. You can, let me see. There is space in there. I did that on purpose, not on accident. I actually got my space worked out for once. But this was my creation from the mood board. You know, the mood board had the colors of the new Darcel line, which is what these flowers and this butterfly and the papers are from Prima. And I just used the cover from a book, and I didn't have a spine for the two covers, so I cut one out of chipboard, a light chipboard, and it's fabric covered in the back. And here's some ribbon I got from an Etsy store. This rose chipboard here was also in the scrapbook kit this month, and this is just a headband. I finally found a use for them. They don't work on my head, but they work great for book closures. Okay, now to the inside. Here's my inside. These are my leftover parts from the ephemera and sticker pack that came in the kit. And I just, because they have like weigh-in and hello weekend and grocery shopping and appointments, and I decided, well, if this gets used as like a diary or something, those could come in handy. So this is a pocket. Like I said, these, all of the pattern papers, not this is an envelope, but the pattern papers that I put in here, they're all Darcel and all from the kit. So this is a pocket. This has a magnet closure, and it's a pocket. And this flips out, and that's pocketed. And you can see a lot of my pockets I stitched. And this is a linen book repair tape, and the washi tape is actually just, oh, there it is. The washi tape is just for show, because, well, I don't think it would hold up very well. This is, it was actually like a postcard type thing. I got it from a store on AliExpress. And another cut there. And here's, this was a pre-made envelope. I covered the glue with some of the scrap pieces, and it has a magnetic closure. And this side, I put just pieces on of the ephemera. And this is just a band right there. And these are hair clips, those alligator clips. And I gotta trim these. I didn't realize I had some stray strings. I glued on a little bit more of that ribbon, and I scrunched it up randomly. There was no rhyme or reason on how I did it. And okay. Oh, I should say this music paper. This is just vintage music paper I bought online. I don't remember if it was eBay or Etsy, but I have a stack of it. I used like practically all of the scrapbooking kit, and it worked with scraps of fabric and my music sheets and tea dye paper that I have for my, we call them my junk journal, stash, my junk journal basics. I can't think of the word. I'm sure it'll come to me as I go along. Okay, this is an envelope, and I literally just kind of went through, kept flipping through, and was like, I'll put a sticker here and I'll put a sticker here. And some of the smaller, flatter flowers I would use to decorate, and that's a pocket. This is just a sheet, and these little wood pieces came in the kit. Some of them I glued together on top of some jumbo paper clips. This is a pocket that goes here, and this is a pocket that goes here. It's another one of those postcards. And this is a folder or a envelope. I put a magnet closure on this side, and these are great. These are dictionary pages from Not English. I'm not going to try to guess. I got this and this ribbon from the same place, and it's in the Netherlands. I think it was. Hold on. I will hopefully maybe find. There we go. This is the Etsy shop. I knew eventually I could come across. It says that's the Etsy shop, and I believe it was based in the Netherlands. Okay. And this, now we can get back to this. This is the other half of that envelope, and I just glued these bits of ribbon down and made a tie closure for it. I didn't figure, magnets on one side or on both sides touching would work. So that adds something. And just another one of these brown envelopes in here. I have a big stack of them. I think they came from AliExpress also. And pages and an envelope and some fold outs. This actually has a little pocket right here. It's a very shallow pocket, and I think I put it there because, well, I had a piece of paper, or a pretty good strip of the paper. More music. The tea-dyed papers I made. This is like elementary school writing paper, like the kind you learn to write on. The paper doily, there's two of them in here, but the paper doilies came in this month's scrapbooking kit as well, as well as some Prima chalk ink in, it's this one, Prima chalk ink in Blossom Bud. Where is it? Blossom Bud. Once I can get it up here, Blossom Bud, there we go. And I rubbed it on, and then I sprayed it with water, soaked it with water, so that the colors would go on in different lightnesses, darknesses. I'm having problems with words today, so hopefully you understand what I mean. And this right here, these brown dots, I actually kind of did on purpose. I have a pizza pan with holes in it. So when I tea dyed and baked my paper, I was curious if those holes would affect it any, and so I got some cool little dots on. It was great. This one, you can't really see this side, but you can kind of see the circles, the circle marks from that pizza pan. Not very well though. Okay. Flip. This is another pocket and another one of those postcards. Some tea dyed. Just this is just, plain stuff. This is a pocket I taped in here. this pocket's not stitched into the signature of the book. I used tapes. You know, I left some things are pockets, some things are blank for writing notes. Another hair clip. Another hair clip. There we go. On an envelope I made. Oh, it has a magnet closure. And a pocket. And this is the ledger paper. It was new ledger paper. I just got a ledger book and dyed it up and baked it. And this, I love this sheet right here. It, you know, it's a copy. I can read the date, but the rest of it's not in English, which I still absolutely love. It was from the same Etsy store that my other things came from, but it was very fragile on the edges. It wanted to break apart, so I used PVA glue and laid it out flat and glued it down to, this is the other half of that school writing paper. Okay, and that's a flap on that side and a pocket on this side, and more places to write. That's take notes, adhere things, and another pocket. And this is just another, I reinforced here with some of the cardstock and put this all together. And this is also, and it has a magnet closure. And I actually told my husband, this was his envelope. He had got mail in, and I was all like, it's a double window envelope, I need that. And he was kind enough to not totally destroy opening this. And no, this, I didn't magnet. This is another thing here. And just a small little pocket there, or a small envelope there. And I wrapped this up around in this longer sheet of music to fold around it. And another pocket, ledger, pocket there. This is a pocket in here, and this folds out like that. Well, not folds out, but you see. And this, I love the way this came out. This was old book sheets, also not in English. But they looked like this. But I couldn't figure out how to strengthen them. And so I was like, well, I'll see what happens. I had some baking paper, or no, deli paper, like the stuff that sandwiches get wrapped in. And some of it I actually tea dyed, and interestingly enough, it comes out a lighter color when it's been tea dyed and baked. But you can still see the words through it, so that was a pleasant surprise. Another pocket. This just folds out, and this is a flip out pocket. It is a pocket, I swear. It's a flip out pocket. Another random bits of lace. This is a pocket on this side. And this envelope has a magnet closure on it. And hair clip. and a pocket on this side, and ledger, music, pocket. There's that other doily. We're here. This is just, this makes a good open area for writing notes on. And this is a pocket. Once I can get a hold of it, I'll show it. Yeah, there we go. That's a pocket made out of the tea-dyed ledger paper. This is actually double-sided. One of those sheets with the deli paper on it. And some music sheets. And another flip pocket here. And a flip pocket here, or this one's sewn into the signature, and another little window envelope on tea-dyed paper, another clip, and it's just some fold out, and my back, which is just the little flaps, one on top of each other, and I just threw a tag in there. And the back. And that is my mood board inspired project. The colors, it was the big sheet of ledger looking paper that was like, all I could think about was junk journals have ledger paper. And that's how I got here. And this is a fake, so I just put stitching on it so that after my signatures were in and this was glued down, then I just used a matching piece of the fabric and pulled the strings along the edges to give it the fringe and covered it all up. Let me see if I can find a spot inside, in between my signatures. You see, I used that fabric on the whole spine, covering the chipboard. But it's also very flexible because see, very flexible. You can see like that. I used thin chipboard, so it does have some give to it. You can see that right like there. I can even push it like that. So, you know, it can bend, and even though it looks like it's really full, there is space in between. You should be able to pack it up with whatever tidbits that you want to keep and preserve. I left some of the less busy papers to write on any notes that go with what you're entering. So I hope this inspired you to go out and create. Everybody needs to create. And go check out the Jolie Kit Club at TreasureLeeKits.com. I will have links in the description box below. And thank you for watching.